Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning. How are we doing today?
Doing good. Busy morning, but a good one.
Yes, it was. A lot of prep work.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the AMA. Yamaz, how are we doing on the multi-stream?
Hold on, he's connecting to speak right now.
We are actually live right now on Facebook group and on YouTube. Did that come through? We are actually live.
Yep, we can hear
you. Okay. Just looking at the itinerary here, I'll make some opening remarks in just a second. Let a couple more people join. It's a smaller AMA than usual for now, but that's okay. I find that we get a lot of views through this. So can everyone hear me okay? Or is my mic bad as usual?
No, you're good.
No, you're coming through pretty good today.
I can hear you, and audio levels are good on my end.
Okay. Let's just announce it also in the yeah, okay, we posted it in the Telegram.
Do you want to open up the chat in the Telegram too?
I'll open up the VC in the Telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll open up the VC in there as well. Just for people who don't have Twitter that want to hear. The only issue is that we run into is when I'm not talking. I'll have to, I guess I'll just mute my microphone. You know what? Who's ever talking can unmute their microphone in the Telegram space. Does that make sense? So if it's your turn to talk, you're speaking into both.
Oh, that's a good point. If you're the only one. Oh, okay, I get it, because you were relaying the feed from us in there.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So it's like, keep your mic muted in Telegram unless you're the one speaking, so that it's not going to create a feedback loop. It's helpful to have two devices for this, though, I would say. This is only, it really works if you have two devices. So looks like we're getting more people coming in.
And CEO Matthew Goodhead is working on joining it right
now. Okay, well, we got some people here, so I'm going to make some opening remarks. This is an AMA for Saturday, March 12th at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Basically, you know, it's been a somewhat quieter week. It's going to be a couple quiet weeks here as we prepare for V2 of the platform. But we've actually still had a ton of things happen despite, you know, it not being a lot of action necessarily on the charts this past week. We've seen a ton of user growth. We've seen a ton of community engagement, and we've seen we have a lot of development working on the back end and a lot of things in motion in terms of development and marketing and just overall business. So I'm going to go ahead and mention we have our application release on Apple and Google Play, as everyone here knows. But if you don't know it, you can go to the Apple Store and type in CoinMerge, and we should come up the top couple choices. And you can also go to Google Play and get us for that. And if you want to get the PC version of CoinMerge application, you can just go on our Telegram or get us we also have a link on our Twitter. Should be pinned, but we can repin it after this. So I'm going to pass over this AMA to A1 to give us an update on community outreach and involvement.
All right, perfect. Give me a second. I'm just working with two arms right now. Just going to post a tweet quick. So the social engagement focus this week were on the fully customizable profiles. And Funk put together this contest for everybody. And really, we awarded 7 winners. There was 3 winners awarded for the tweet and profile that had the most engagement on Twitter. And then we also drew 4 random profiles as well from the contestants. So first, I'm going to push out our 3 $100 winners. And I just dropped that. Did that go into the tweet? Hold on. All right, so there's the tweet. Which I have just shared to the tweet deck up top. And then I'm going to drop this in the main channel as well. So it was for $100 each based on most engagement. So congratulations to Gio, Yamez, and Audra. On the Twitter, you'll see Giovanno's had the Spider-Man hanging upside down. Received a bunch of engagement there. Yamez was really creative. On March 10th, came up with the Mario themed, which was actually really cool. So if you go to his profile and you saw the live feed of this, it was really neat. And then Audra posted a picture of her beautiful face and as the background. So congratulations to you guys on the 100. And I got the 50s coming soon.
Starts with A Young. I'll re-forward this.
Yep, copy. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to do a few things at once here. All right, yeah. So our profile contest went for the $50 ones. The first one was randomly drawn. These were all randomly drawn. So A Young won $50, Mr. Crypto World, Caswin, and Psychopath each won $50. And I have their profile pages coming to the tweet and the Telegram here shortly for you guys.
We do tons of giveaways. So join our community on Telegram. We reward community activity. So just saying.
Yep, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so I dropped those to main. So congratulations to those 4. You'll be able to view their profiles. They're all really neat. So we had a lot of engagement on this. It was really neat. Everyone had a lot of fun recreating some profiles. Giovanni actually had about 30 different profiles that he did this week and tweeted them all out. So fully customizable, MP3, audio, visual. You can do live graphics as your background. Really neat concept. So go out there and play with our profiles. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is this upcoming week, we're actually going to host our first NFT showcase. So Lloyd put together a little graphic, and I'll be following up this space with another tweet space invite. It's going to be live on Twitter, where we're going to try to invite some NFT artists, collectors, and traders to set up profiles on CoinMerge.io, display their NFTs there, and then give them an opportunity to come and talk about their projects. So if you're an artist or you're an NFT investor, or if you just want to come in and see what people are doing, we'd love to have you there. It's going to be on Wednesday, time to be announced, but we'll be dropping that in the Telegram and via tweet. So, and outside that, that's really all I have. We're going to have an upcoming community focus contest as well this week, which I'm going to discuss with Funk and the team. and we'll be putting that out.
Okay. So we're gonna just skip this. I'll talk about it later. So we did the NFT showcase mention. Business updates from Mud.
Yes. So every month, as a lot of you know, we have our first we want to talk about is our crypto service partners. We have our crypto services, which is a tab on our page that anyone can go to, whether you are a user on the platform or whether you are the owner or an admin of a token or project. We have different crypto services that are available on there. We currently have, oh gosh, I want to say it's 5 services. Yep. So we have Defiant, which is a launching platform. So if you are a aspiring crypto owner or admin or developer and are looking for the best way to get your token launched, Defiant is a resource you can use, and you can get in contact with them right through our crypto service page. We have our partners at DAR for auditing services. So if you are an aspiring crypto token owner and you have launched your token and you would like to have it audited to give reassurance and security to your following and your community, you can go to CoinMerge.io, go to that crypto service tab, and go through DAR to get an audit done of your smart contracts or website or platform, whatever it may be. Next, we have Haas Merchandise, which is a Twitter handle of @BeTheHaas. Great individual, great company. They are merchandise. CoinMerge has used them, and a few other tokens have also used them to get the CoinMerge merch and other merch. Same as the other services on here, they don't just do merchandise for CoinMerge. They can do merchandise for any token. So if you are, again, an aspiring token owner, you've launched it on Defiant, you've had it audited through DAR, and now you want to start doing some merchandise giveaways for like community engagement or for your top holders or as prizes for different giveaways and things like that, you can go to CoinMerge.io, click that service tab, and go through Be the Haas, Haas merchandise, and you can get your logo on hoodies, mugs. I mean, you name it, they've got it. I think Matthew Goodhead actually got a onesie for his infant with the CoinMerge logo on it, which is kind of silly, but also it just shows, I mean, really, they can do just about anything with their merchandising. We have another client on there called TGC, the Green Candle. They are a trending service, so for all of those aspiring tokens out there, you're wanting to get your token noticed, you're wanting to get it on the forefront of people's minds as they're looking at different websites like DEX tools and things like that. You can reach out to TGC and you can get your token trending through their services. And last but not least, one that we talk about all the time and we tweet about all the time, you've seen, A1, tell me what I'm missing here. I think there has been 18 publications now from Luna PR.
Yeah, the first one, actually a little bit more. I think the first one held 9, and then this last one
Yep.
is one major press release with 12 indications or syndications.
Well, so about 21, yep. 21 publications. That was 2 different writings that have been published across, one of them across 9 platforms and then another one across 12. So we cannot speak highly enough about Luna PR and the things that they have started to do for us. They have different kinds of packages. So if you are interested on marketing services from a globally recognized marketing firm, same thing. I keep saying it. Go to CoinMerge.io, click on the crypto services tab, and click the get a quote from Luna PR, and it's going to take you straight to their site. You can tell them, yep, I found you through CoinMerge, and let them know. The more you can show that you are networked and using the services and partners that they're with, the more likely, that they are to respond favorably and take notice and work with you. And it's a great resource for anyone and everyone who is in the crypto business. So launching, auditing, merchandise, trending, marketing, you name it, CoinMerge.io has a service that you can get for these things. That covers our crypto services tab. I'm moving down the itinerary here. Next up is just a few of our marketing updates. Big one that I just posted earlier this morning. If you are in our Telegram, you saw it, but if not, I'm posting or saying it here for everyone. We now have 9,833 users on the CoinMerge platform. Earlier this morning, we did send our email. We have another giveaway going on. Like Funkade Lala said, we do a lot of giveaways. We reward community engagement all the time. This particular giveaway is our road to 10,000. I want to say back when we were at about 8,700 users, we started this giveaway where every 100 users, we're giving away money to a random user on our platform. So we just emailed the winner this morning for crossing 9,800. We have 9,833 users. We'll be doing another one at 9,900, and we'll be doing another one, of course, when we hit that stretch goal for the year of 10,000 users on the platform. So we already talked a little bit about the press releases. Obviously, Luna has been publishing about CoinMerge across all kinds of different platforms. I mean, that's including Yahoo Finance, Yahoo News. We had an article that went out on newsbitcoin.com, coinmarketcap.com, cryptosaurus.tech. I mean, I'm not going to list all 21 of them, but we are, if you do a Google search for CoinMerge right now, there are so many different hits that will come up. That's a combination of work that's been done by our community, done by the team, done by Luna, done by our CTO, KO, optimizing our Google searches. It's amazing stuff, and we are reaching a wider and wider audience because of it. So that's another shout out to Luna. If you are interested in their marketing services, absolutely recommend reaching out to them. We are also working on our influencers through Luna. Again, we have reached out to a number of influencers through their service that they have in their deck. We are still finishing up the invoicing and getting the final agreements with those influencers of what all is going to be included and when they are going to start speaking. Funk, if you want to jump in here, I know you handle a lot of this as well. Do we want to mention how we are also doing outside of Luna a bit of influencer reach out ourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've been hitting up a lot of different influencers and looking at our options here, and we're prepared to pay. I think a lot of call channels right now and other influencers are very hesitant to call anything in this market. So it actually has been a little more difficult than usual. Kind of used to be the case that you'd message someone and they'd be up and at them and message you within the next hour, and they desperate to make a call. But it does get a little bit harder with the market, and a lot of the influencers have been more hesitant to actually make calls, but that's okay. We've got a bunch of different leads, and with Luna as well on our backs, we are going to get a lot of these call channels out. We're going to get YouTube videos made. We're going to get the full 9 yards of marketing and really try to bring in new holders. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what the investors want to see. That's what we want to see as a company. We want to see fresh people, fresh money come in and really reinvigorate the community and get excited about what CoinMerge has to offer. So yeah, we've got 4 or 5 right now in the works. Sometimes they just take a minute to come to fruition and make their calls and make their videos and otherwise. So that's pretty much
another thing that we're. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That was just something else, though, that we talk about a lot amongst ourselves, among the team, and within our community, especially in the Telegram, is, CoinMerge has been around for a while. We aren't a new token. We have a lot of credibility to our name because of that. But more than that also is when we are reaching out to these influencers, we also have that power to say, look, we're not new, we're not fragile, we're not a low market cap or a low, I mean, we are still a low market cap, but we're not a low, high risk starting out token. There's a lot of opportunity here for holders and investors, and we have established ourselves within the crypto community and have continued to make good on the promises that we always say we're making. So we
Yeah.
are leveraging our place within the market with those influencers and making sure they understand that we've been around and we're not going anywhere.
Right. And the other thing to note here is we are going after usually bigger influencers than we've gotten in the past as a whole. So, with that comes more negotiation. So, more work on the front end, but more payoff hopefully in the back end of that. In addition to that, I can't emphasize enough, speaking of the markets, because I don't want to ignore the markets. I want to talk about the markets. I want to be open about everything. It's an excellent time to be in the position we are in the sense that when volume is down across the board, across all tokens, pretty much, and we really have seen this. I can't tell you how many communities I've gone and they say all volume seems to be dried up. People are moving fiat in. People are scared because of the war, because of anything else. It is an excellent time to be a token that is developing something and has some time to work on our utility and bring out our utility to fruition. And if you're good with your portion mud, this might be a nice segue into development.
There was one other item here that I was going to speak on in terms of our marketing.
Sure, go
and
ahead.
this is a big one, so I don't want to skip over it.
No, go ahead.
With Luna, they have an invite-only crypto conference. They are hosting a crypto conference down in, I believe it's Miami, Florida, unless I read that wrong. So down in Miami, they're holding this conference, and they did send our CEO, Matthew Goodhead, a VIP ticket for him to go down to Miami in April and be a part of the conference and represent CoinMerge at this crypto conference.
And real quick, but I can add on to that real quick if you want me to.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, I was able to get in finally. I was having some issues, but yeah, I will be going. What's really cool about this event, it's an invite only, and it's gonna be some celebrities, some politicians, some whales, some different people from crypto projects, all coming together for this first time crypto polo event. So what's really cool is they felt that it was important that I be there, so they extended a VIP offer, and I'm just really excited for it because it's my chance to get in front of some very influential people in the crypto space and investors and VCs and talk about CoinMerge, which I could literally do all day. So it's going to be a really cool event. I'm actually thinking about going to Miami a few days before because there was also a Bitcoin conference going on in Miami. So might fly in a few days early, walk around there, and try to make some connections there as well. But the event for Luna, it's a really, really cool event. There's going to be more details coming out about that soon. I'll get more details with Luna, share it with the team. We'll share it with you guys. But it's just another way that this Luna partnership is working in our favor and getting our name out there. And I'm excited for it. So I've already got some cards made up. I've got some ideas on attire to wear to promote the CoinMerge project and brand, and it's just a really, really exciting time, and I'm thrilled to be invited and look forward to the event.
Yeah, absolutely. And depending on what happens between now and April, I may also be making an appearance at that event, depending on if I am able to with things that are going on in the world, and also, if I get that invite.
Yes, sir.
Matt, does that conclude your itinerary there, Mud?
It does. So that covers a lot of the marketing updates as well as the conference in Miami. So yeah, we are on to development updates.
Awesome. I'm super excited about development. I'm always excited about development. What is going on with our platform? And I'm just gonna pull up my list here. Sorry about that. And what are you going to see as users of our platform in the future? So first things first, we began a commitment with a development firm company to upgrade our charting. Our charts are pretty good. They work. The TXNs work. People can see the transactions on our site. There's a 5-minute delay on our charts, and CoinMarketCap is something similar. CoinGecko is something similar. They're not all live in real time, but the site that we wanted to really mock ourselves after, or the charting that we really wanted to emulate, is how I should put it, was Dex Tools, PooCoin, Dex Guru, Dex Runners, like a new one that's pretty cool. We want our charts to be live in real time, no delay at all. And you can watch a launch, for example, and see the TXNs come in with as little delay time from the point of the purchase. From the time that transaction enters the blockchain, we want it to show up on our TXN list. We want the charts to be in real time and move. And we want to be competitive with those other companies in terms of what our charts can do. And because of that, we've committed to hiring a firm. We have a contract coming Monday to sign it. It's about a month turnaround time from the time they start until we see that come to fruition on the platform. So that's one thing to look forward to. Another thing to look forward to is it's kind of small news. It doesn't really affect you guys as users, but it does help us as a company, and what helps us as a company helps our holders. We did a small fix today that brought our server, or on Monday, that brought our server costs down about 75 or 80%. So that just means more money that can go into marketing or development, or all the things that the front end things that you do want to see. So it was nice to clean up some code there on the back end. I want to talk about V2. What is CoinMerge V2? People might not fully understand what this difference is yet, or what the platform is going to look like in V2. It was a really exciting time when we launched V1. We were building up hype, and the iteration that came out was, what we had from a development. And if anyone wants to compare our platform from V1 from that day to now, you'll see it's completely different. It's 10 or 20 times the platform it was. It's jarring how much has happened in those months, and how fast that we have worked on that. And it's going to also be extremely jarring when we switch over to V2 in a good way. You're going to log on to the platform, and you're immediately going to notice a difference whether you're on mobile or PC. The user experience is going to be, in my opinion, at least 5 or 10 times better than what it was on V1. And for all the new holders and users that come on there, they're going to be more wowed. They're going to be more impressed. One of the things that we've been doing, and Lloyd can speak to this, is me and Lloyd have been in calls probably for 3 hours every day. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't even think our core team knows how long we've talked about this. But essentially, we talk about the user experience in extreme detail and extreme intricacy, because we want to make sure that every single part of the website is well thought out. Every single drop down or pop up or anything else regarding that is an amazing user experience. And this is something that while we were just building out the core functionalities and getting them all out there and kind of figuring out what our website's going to be and look like, we didn't really have the leeway to be doing this, because we were just building the core functionalities. We couldn't necessarily think top down. We were just trying to get them out in their most basic form and make sure that they work, make sure that they're operational in their most minimal viable product. But now that it's all out there, we really took a step back, and we really thought, what do we want the user experience from A to Z be? And we want it to be the most intuitive that we possibly have. I'm not going to lie to you. We have had people like FUD, as so they say, either our UI or our UX, either the way the site looks or the way the site operates, or the functionality of it. And while we disagree and we think that it's a great look and a good user experience as it is, we know that it can be improved on, and we don't want to take that sitting down. So in true CoinMerge fashion, V2 is going to be upgrading and updating all those things in a huge way, and I'm super excited for it. So I'm not ever going to stop being bullish on our actual utility. It's an extremely bullish utility, and anyone who's been here for a while knows that we deliver on the things that we say we're going to deliver on. We give reasonable timeframes, and we meet those expectations, and we meet those quotas. We don't promise, everything's going to be out, everything of your dreams is going to be out next week. We tell you exactly what's coming, when it's coming, and how it's coming. One thing that I want to move towards after V2 comes out is now that it's a one-page solution and we move over to that, I really want to get the community more involved in the development now. So for a long time, people have been asking me to fix this or to add this or take this away. And unfortunately, because of where we were in development, I had to tell them, sorry, not right now. We're not ready to do that yet because our developer is too busy trying to make a lot of these things still functional in their basic iteration. Well, I want to move towards having more community involvement in the development of the platform now that we are going to be at a point with V2 where we're excited about the user experience, and we can let the users decide, the holders decide, the investors, essentially what they want the feature to be next. So we might present 3 or 4 different options and have the community vote on them and put the time frame for development and really get the community engaged and feel like this platform is not just something that they have no control over, but it's something that they can put their input in and they can see their ideas come to fruition as well. So I really want to move towards that more in the future. It might not be right after V2 comes out, but I do want to integrate it at least in a smaller way over time, and in the long run, even more so. So, yeah. Let's see. Right, so some of the new things that are coming out with V2. I got 2 really cool features that are going to be coming out with V2. For one, we'll definitely have light mode. I know a lot of users prefer to use platforms in light mode, so towards the end of the month when V2 comes out, it will have a light mode as well as a dark mode, as well as something else that's really, really cool that I didn't mean to talk about. I can't promise this will come out on the day V2 comes out, but I can promise it'll happen pretty shortly thereafter, is that you will actually come up with different themes that you can kind of create your own theme on the platform and customize your user experience. If you don't like the color scheme and you know what you're doing, then we're going to create options and controls for the users to essentially customize the entire platform and every single page on it, every single UI element on it to be their own color scheme, to be their own background. It's going to be 100% customizable. So your user experience is not going to be one of 2 options like most sites, light mode, dark mode. You can have the whole site be lime green if you don't care about your eyes or their health. Or you can have your whole platform be like a dark purple with an anime background. It doesn't matter what you want on the platform. That UI will extend across the entire site. So the crypto services, when you load that up on your screen, and it will stay on the same screen, you won't be changing screen, but the UI will follow that around. And what that's going to connect to is also the user profile. So essentially, if someone has a really cool theme on their user profile, you can copy that theme and apply it to your site. So you'll be like, wow, I really like what this person did with their color scheme for the web page. So you'll actually be able to click a button and copy this style. And then even if you don't like some of the elements that they had, maybe like the text color or the text font or any intricacy, really, you can copy theirs and then just change out 1 or 2 things to kind of make it your own. So I'm super excited about that. That's going to be something that a lot of other platforms and websites don't have. And at the end of the day, we really want this website for the user to be able to make it their own and really get creative with it. And we think that with the profile pages, people have been having a blast with those. And the idea that you make your own experience rather than have someone hold your hand and guide you through a path is the way to go with this platform, while still keeping the user experience extremely simple and very usable and intuitive, so that they don't have to wonder how to do all these things. They're just right in front of their face, and they're really not clogged up with a bunch of stuff. So another thing that we want to be able to do is, because it's a one-page solution, right off the bat from V1, you'll be able to play music from someone's profile and then go to other load up other parts of the site on your screen, or navigate to any different thing, and that music will still be playing. So from this, we're actually going to move that control to the header. So essentially, you'll be able to have like a music player option at the top of your page, so that you can play different people's music or your own music while you're on the site, through the site, while you're navigating all the different parts. So imagine if Telegram had a functionality where everyone could upload their own music, and while you're in the chat rooms talking, you're also playing music and getting to hear different people's music concepts and ideas. So that should be coming around V1. And I think that is it. We do have a video graphic of what's going on with the development. And I will say that we do have V2 up and running and functioning. It is operational on our developer's private server client. He's got things loaded in. He's got the chat room list on the left loaded in. He's doing a couple UI tweaks, and what he has to do from there is the mobile view. But yeah, we're making really good headway on it, and we're definitely in shape for the end of the month to release something with a lot of new features and a lot of cool functionality and just an overall better user experience. So, Lloyd, do you have anything to add to that?
No, sorry, I was getting an Amazon package got delivered, but no, I mean, you hit all the nails on the head when it comes to development. You know, I'm really excited. I think this is the hardest I've worked in the last 3 weeks. I'm sure that Funk can attest to that. You know, what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to development. You know, I'm really excited about our development team and, you know, the work that we're putting in, and I'm excited for the end of the month for y'all to see, you know, all that hard work pay off for the first iteration of version 2. So yeah, even though there's not, you know, it's kind of like a lull time right now until the end of the month. Just understand the community. Hope you guys understand that, like, you know, we're putting in tons of hours, tons of work, development teams going into overtime, and yeah, we're creating something that I'm extremely excited about. I know the team is, and I hope you guys are too. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay, Matt's kid woke up, so I guess I'll do the closing remarks. Unless anyone else could jump in, Mud and Lloyd name one. So
Just to go ahead.
no, if you got something to say, go ahead, because I'm done.
Oh, I was just going to reiterate, you know, a lot of these exciting developments that Funk has been talking about. One of the big things to keep in mind, and part of our goal is that with this solution, you know, we really want people to be able to have that creativity and express themselves, and that goes for everyday users, but this also extends to different influencers and other big names within crypto that we want to use our profile. These kinds of things also lend themselves to helping us attract some bigger names to our platform, and that in turn also increases our awareness and our adoption and people actually utilizing the site. So, you know, like being able to DJ, being able to, you know, have music that, you know, you can have playing and other people can listen to it while they're also in your chat room and doing different things. The group channels that are going to be coming out, and the ability to say, you know, hey, like once a week on CoinMerge, I do a group channel chat. And we play an album and we talk about different tokens that I'm bullish about. You know, it's a much more interesting and engaging experience for the average listener and the average user. If you're somebody who likes to follow a certain influencer or Schiller or whoever it may be, we really feel that these things add a lot of value, not just to your user experience, but also to the experience of people who are listening to existing influencers and want to have a more engaging even if you aren't necessarily personally excited about one piece of this, I really want to hammer home. It's going to make a lot of other people excited, and it's going to make us more interesting, I think, than Telegram. Make us more interesting than, even Facebook, Discord, even Twitter. You can do some of these things on some of the social media platforms, but certainly not like the way that we are designing it to be done on the CoinMerge platform.
Yeah. All right.
I get really excited about that part, so I always have to talk about it.
No, I'm wicked excited about it too. I'm I'm as bullish on the I'm more bullish on the platform than I ever have been. So the markets can do what they want. We're gonna keep pushing on the things that we think are gonna help bring in more holders and make our utility better. And at the end of the day, that's what we're gonna keep doing. So that's that. Thanks all for joining us. We hope to have more screenshots to you next week, more updates on development.
Did we want to open it for Q&A?
Oh, yeah, we can definitely open it for Q&A.
That is everybody's cue. If you would like to ask a question or leave a comment or talk about your experience so far or what you're excited about, raise your hand. Questions are also open on the Telegram. So people can, if you are maybe shy and you don't want to talk on Twitter here, you can also type out your question and ask it right on our Telegram or on our platform itself.
Hey, Mud. Also, you can ask questions on Facebook or YouTube.
Yep.
That is streaming too. I'm monitoring those. I do have a question. No problem. I do have a question about when we switch to V2, how the modular setup is going to affect the scaling of the profile pages. Is it the each modular module so just going to be like a little like a window where everything is encapsulated in that window? Is how I see it, is how I think.
Right. So I if I understand your question, is it, will the profile page exist like within the module on the page, or is it going to take up the full screen? Like it's going to be moving away from the two modules to like a single screen of a profile?
Well, I know that you guys had said last week that you could have, say, chats and profiles or charts and profiles or profile and service page or whatever modular combination you want. And based on that, what you guys have just said today about the V2, I'm assuming that each module is going to essentially be a window, so to speak. And that's how it would scale out.
This is an excellent question for Funk, as he's been working with our CTO KO on this directly. He said his phone just died. That is why he's not answering. Let me.
That's all good.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me ask him direct, and I will have an answer in just a minute. In the meantime, let's get another question up.
Sure. That's me asking the hard questions that shut everybody else up.
The really hard ones.
Oh my God.
I'm just asking because I know the conversation has gone both ways. And so I don't know if they landed on one answer or the other. So that's why I'm asking for clarification.
It brings up an idea or a thought that I can share in the think tank. But yeah, the possibility of either viewing it modular or double clicking the module and it brings that to full screen could be a thought. But that's not for here.
Alrighty. We have one other question here in the Telegram. The question is, when will influencers be announced? Thanks. So quick answer to that is as soon as we get the confirmation from the influencers that we have reached out to, because there is a bit of a back and forth. They're being very picky, very choosy about who they shout out given the market right now. So the moment we have secured the influencers that we want to secure, we will then announce it. So we'll be telling you guys whatever information about influencers that you are asking for. When we get the answers, you'll have the answers. To circle back to Yamez's previous question, you